Welcome back to Beyond the Classroom, where we spotlight programs that go beyond traditional college experience. Today, we're going to talk about life enrichment. With me, I have Christie Goertel, the manager for life enrichment here at LCCC, part of the outreach and workforce development team. Christie, what is life enrichment?
Oh my gosh. So life enrichment is, it's kind of everything that you could possibly want to do to enrich your life. So, for example, we do everything from dog training classes to photography, pottery, jewelry making. We do some financial planning, some Medicare education classes. And then on top of that, we also do summer camps for kids and youth programming. So it's really anything and everything. It's hard to roll it into one category. And we're constantly evolving, so it's never static.
Talk about outside the traditional college experience.
Yes.
Don't see a lot of credits in dog training.
No, not at all. So, and that's a great point. We are non-credit, so we don't. It's a college experience, but it's not grades. It's more coming for the joy of learning as opposed to the required learning. Um, The one comma to that one might be driver's ed. For some, it's a joy of learning, and for some, it's just a rite of passage.
Sounds like CDL.
Yes, yeah. So, classes vary in length and time and commitment. Pottery could be 11 weeks long. Spanish class could be 10, but a Medicare basics class could be one night for 3 hours. So it just completely varies on the topic and what the instructor wants to cover. And so the commitments vary as well. So
I was going to ask you how it differed from traditional workforce programs, but
yeah.
it sounds like they're extremely. So what's your typical student look like? Or do you even have a typical student?
Gosh, I wouldn't say we have a typical student. Most of our students, our average age is somewhere in the mid-40s, but the office joke is we have them from 5 to 105. So it's really everybody in between in whatever phase you are in your life. Like I said, we run driver's ed, so that typically is a teenage population, but not entirely. We do get some adults who have to come and take driver's ed for a variety of reasons. Summer camps are from 5 to about 13 is our core audience for that. So obviously that's a pretty targeted group. Medicare basics could be somebody getting ready to retire and, trying to figure out the starting point of what is Plan D for understanding drugs or long-term care insurance, prepping for retirement. That could be somebody in their 60s and beyond, but it could be somebody younger whose parent or grandparent is getting ready to do that and trying to help them through the process. We've had first-time home buyer classes. That obviously varies by population. So to say we have a typical student, I think is kind of, it's hard to pinpoint that because what we offer is such a varied audience. Pottery, for example, which I happen to be a student of as well, has everything from people that are 14 and 15 up to people in their 60s and 70s, all in the same room, learning to do the same thing, make a pot, make a plate, hand build, whatever that might be.
Something about you I didn't know. I didn't know you were in pottery.
Yeah, that's one of my winter hobbies.
I think I didn't get past the stage of making ashtrays for mom and dad.
I remember those days. Pinch pots?
So you've covered a whole bunch of classes. Are any of them more popular than another?
Well, I would definitely say driver's ed, Medicare basics, really a lot of our financial planning classes, pottery and painting are pretty popular. We have a precious metal clay class, which is kind of like pottery meets jewelry making. Historically, we've done some fused glass classes, which are coming back in the fall. So those were popular, and I have expectations that will continue. Dog training, always a perennial favorite. So we have a Mind Your Manners and a puppy ABCs. Mind Your Manners is for dogs 6 months and older, and puppy ABCs is for dogs 6 months and younger. So it's essentially the same class, just the age of your puppy.
So I have cats, not dogs. Where's the cat class? Do you have one of those coming? Can you teach a cat?
I don't think you could train a cat. I mean, I think cats are like, no, I'm too good for that. I mean, I don't. Not really a cat person. I mean, I would be up for a cat training class if you have an interest in teaching.
Well, I guess that brings up the next question. How do instructors get involved in this?
A lot of our instructors come from a variety of backgrounds. So they just are experts within the realm of whatever it is they're teaching. So it's not a one size fits all. I have one instructor who's a plumber by day and teaches by night. Pottery, for example. He has a background in pottery. He has a bachelor's actually in pottery. But
Plumbing and pottery. That's an interesting
yeah,
mix. Although you think clay tiles, sewer pipes, so maybe it goes together.
I guess I don't know. But yeah, so that and our jewelry instructor is actually a retired art teacher. Taught high school art for many, many, many years, and he personally has done jewelry forever. So, like, that's his hobby. So he teaches that. A lot of our financial planning classes are taught by licensed financial planners that are just volunteering their time because they just have a desire to educate the public on what does that look like. I've had different budgeting people come in and teach, and they have worked in banks, and they see things and they want to give back, right? One of our instructors that teaches Spanish and Italian, he grew up in an Italian speaking household, so he was fluent in Italian. That's his first language. And so he teaches that, but he's also a retired linguist from the Air Force. So, he speaks many languages. So it is interesting. They come from a very large cross section of our society. It's just our dog training instructor. It's certified through the American Kennel Society, and she's a breeder. So of Rottweilers.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking about the financial planning classes and the Medicaid,
Mhm.
all of that. I know I've had conversations with my mom growing up
Yeah.
through her early years. Nobody ever taught her anything as
Mhm.
far as how to manage your money.
Yeah.
So the fact that people now have a chance to either learn that earlier in life
Mhm.
or pick it up later in life because
Absolutely.
it's still important.
Yeah.
It's great that you're offering, and it's great that you've got instructors who understand there's a need and want back and do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So if you happen to have a skill and you want to teach, definitely reach out to me.
I have no skills.
You sell yourself short. I find that not true, but
Yeah.
um,
Well, a few more of these, I can teach podcasting.
probably,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually do have a podcasting class.
See, there you
See?
go.
Yeah.
Any inspiring podcasters out there want to get up on the internet?
Mhm.
He's got a class for
I've
that.
got a class for that. Yes. Our schedule changes every semester. So we have some perennials that are pretty regular and have been teaching for many years, but we have stuff that comes and goes. So when you get your schedule in the mail, you should always take a look at that because it is constantly changing and evolving.
That schedule gets published, what, 3 times a year?
We do. We publish our outreach and workforce development class schedule 3 times a year. Your fall schedule should have hit your mailboxes about a month ago. 3 weeks, give or take. The spring schedule will be in your mailbox in November.
Okay.
And summer usually hits around the end of March, beginning of April.
For any of you who see the LCCC mailer come in and think, oh, these are just college classes that I have no interest in going to get a new degree, another degree, my first degree, whatever it may be. This is different. These are all of the community classes.
Yes,
And so
absolutely.
take a peek next time. Don't just put it in file 13, flip through it, see if there's something in there that interests you.
Mhm.
So get instructors donating their time in some cases because they want to give back. But I'm assuming the classes aren't free.
They are not, and actually most of my instructors don't donate their time. Some do, it depends on what the class is. Most of my instructors are actually paid. So we do pay per student for the instructors. They make 50% of that registration fee. So yes, they are not free classes, but we do try to run them at the most reasonable price we possibly can. Our goal is not to make money. Our goal is really to sustain our area on campus, of course, but to provide reasonably priced educational and continuing educational opportunities for people.
So we'll talk another time about seek camps,
Yep.
but the seek camps for the kids are what you were referring to for the 5 to 13-year-olds?
Yep. So we do those. So we kind of have two arms of that. So yeah, we do summer youth programming in the summer. We have 2 Seek Weeks, which is summer educational experiences for kids. We also run a myriad of other camps. Fit Kids is pretty popular. We have historically done robotics camps, culinary camps, hiking camps, camping camps. You name it, all of the above. We've done pottery for kids. We've just done a variety of things. It changes every summer. So we are not static. You don't register for the whole summer. You register for the weeks you're interested in. So if you are interested in every single week, then you come every single week. If you're not, then you just come the weeks that you have an interest in. In addition to our summer programming, we also offer short ones during the school year, oftentimes on like no school days or spring break or something of that nature. So those are one-off. Those are not the same every year. It's usually what we just kind of decide. Most of them, particularly over spring break, tend to be science-based robotics or something pretty crafty or something along those lines. Something fun.
So huge advantage for parents who still need to work and the schools aren't open and somebody's got to watch my
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. So, and it's not warehousing. Like there's no putting your kid in front of the TV and all of the teachers that we have that teach those are retired teachers usually. A lot of them that they long time elementary through high school teachers and they just want to stay in the classroom and
I'm thinking about camping for adults in hotels overseas.
oh, yeah, we do travel as well. Yes, we have some trips that we work through. Colette is the primary travel company we work with, but we do a variety. I think we have a Peru Galapagos Island one coming up here.
Turtles.
Yep, turtles. It's got an optional 3-day Amazon River situation going on, which I looked at that and I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to do that. Historically, we've done Morocco. We have done we've done Italy, we've done France, we've done Ireland, the United Kingdom, we've done cruises. We try to
Seem to remember you're going on one of these pretty soon.
no,
No?
I have gone on them,
Oh,
but no, I don't have one coming up, unfortunately. I wish.
faulty memory.
No, you're fine, but I dream of the Peru Galapagos Islands one, so that's probably gonna be on my hopper at some point.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, go up to Machu Picchu.
Yep. Whether it's, whether you're going for the antiquity of it or for the Galapagos Islands, if you want to go follow in Darwin's footsteps,
Right.
whatever it may
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun,
Yes.
regardless of what your interest would
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Something
yeah.
gets you and maybe your spouse or your significant other there,
Right?
but both have a great time because
Yeah.
there's a lot in that trip.
There is a lot in that trip. Actually, I think the one I'm really excited about that's coming up, and we'll be having an information session on it, I wanna say it's in August, is Turkey. And you'll get to go to all the ruins, because obviously that area of the world is just so ancient that, you know, it's just history layered on top of each other. So
Can't even say the word. Gobekli Tepe. Sorry for all of you historians out there. I just butchered the oldest city in the world. So yeah. But how about did they get to go into Istanbul, into
Yes.
Hagia Sophia?
All of that stuff. Yep, yep, yep. So, yeah, want information on that, definitely call the Life Enrichment office at LCCC, and we'll get you set up.
And while there's no one price fits all, what's kind of a ballpark for those kinds of trips?
Oh my gosh, it varies on where you're going and how long you're going. I think I can't even speak to what the price of turkey, but usually they're somewhere between about 6,000 and 8,000 a person. But that's all inclusive. So
Plan ahead.
yes, so it includes airline, actually includes transportation from Cheyenne to DIA, and back. So yeah, they're pretty inclusive. So yeah, they are expensive, but usually when they're pushing up to that $8,000 or $9,000 mark, it's because you're going to a pretty far away destination, and you know,
How do
it's
you,
like 10 to 14 days long, and yeah.
how do you choose what classes to offer? Obviously, there's limited space and limited instructors. How do you choose?
Oh gosh. Well, I look for a couple of things. I'm looking for kind of uniqueness. Is there a place somebody else could get this? Have we offered it before? Have I had community requests for it? Um, there's some classes I would love to offer, but I just don't have the location to hold it or to have the equipment. Sometimes it's just opportunity. So, for example, we've started running pickleball because everybody's running pickleball, but we take a twist on pickleball. Our pickleball isn't just come play pickleball. Ours is actually learning how to play pickleball. So that because we have courts through town, but the rules and technique, and there's a lot to come that comes from pickleball. And so, our class is not designed for open play where you just come and play. You just come for 4 or 5 weeks on a Saturday morning and learn the rules of pickleball, and then we turn you loose and you join whatever pickleball group you wanna join. But so so those are just kind of that idea of, well, our rack was reopening up and we actually got pickleball stripes put on our floor in the auxiliary gym. So it was opportune. So those are the kind of what's that drives those situations. Time of year also. We do a lot of equine classes, but we tend to do them more in the fall and the spring and not in the summer because it's beautiful to ride outside in the summer. And why would you want to come be ride indoors? But if you have a horse that you want to be able to ride year round and you don't want to do it in a frigid Wyoming wind, then spring is a very popular time to come ride in our arena. So but it is BYOH, people. Bring your own horse. I don't provide horses for you.
Such a bummer. So, what's probably the most common feedback you get from participants?
Oh gosh. Thankfully, most of it's positive, so that's great. I think most people wish they were cheaper, and I wish I could provide them for free. I know that's I get that a lot. More, usually more of it longer.
Like the classes last longer?
Mhm. Well, they like them longer, they want more of whatever, and, we get some really great ideas from students. This last year, we introduced alternative firing for pottery. So it's raku firing. It's a Japanese way of firing pottery outside. It's like making a kiln out of basically a metal barrel.
Huh.
I had to babysit that a long time.
Do it at home pottery.
Kind of, it took a little doing to get that past risk
The
management.
city's gonna love this. Yes. You can see fire barrels all over town. We're gonna love it.
Don't do it on Happy Jack.
So what's the weirdest class you've had?
Palm reading.
Palm reading. Okay.
That was a long time ago. It was surprisingly popular.
Numerology, palm reading, they've been around a long time, right?
Yeah, well, I always joke, Life Enrichment's like pasta, so you just throw it up on the wall and see if it sticks. Like, I don't know that palm reading is my jam, but it was popular.
I want to know how long I live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that is by far probably the most, I don't wanna call it strange, but it was definitely on the more different side.
So if somebody wants to register for classes, how do they go about doing that?
So you have a couple options. You can call our office at 778-1236. That's 307-778-1236. Or you can register online at lccc.wy.edu/enrichment. And then once you get on that page, just click that register online button and it'll take you straight to our online registration system.
Is there anything else you'd like people to know about Life Enrichment?
Oh my gosh. Like I said, our classes are forever changing and evolving. So if you don't see something you like in the summer, definitely check out the fall. And I am always looking for a ballroom dancing instructor, a yoga instructor, and anything in between. Sometimes I don't know what to ask for, so I leave it very open.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Whether you're looking to develop a new skill, enhance one you already have, LCCC's Life Enrichment programs are there to help. So check them out.
Yes.
Link will be in the description below, along with phone number that Christie gave us. And until next time, remember, no grades, no pressure, Life Enrichment is the way to go. Have a great day.
I want tomorrow. I want tomorrow. I want tomorrow. I want tomorrow today.